You know, I just don't get it. How is that even possible? What I mean is, how is it possible that you don't like their lemon cake? It's amazing. It's literally perfect. How could you not like it? Too sweet? Too sweet? There's absolutely no such thing as too sweet. Especially when it comes to lemon cake. And besides, you always tell me that you love lemon cake. So what's with the sudden change of mind? But this is your favorite bakery. Everything they have is always your favorite here. If they don't have the best lemon cake, then who does? Oh, really? You mean that? I'm flattered. Or I would be if I didn't know that you were trying to butter me up so that I can make some lemon cake for you. But I suppose that if you don't like their cake, then you won't mind if I eat the rest of yours, will you? I gotta say, a chocolate cake is the best one of theirs. You made a really great choice. Hey, give that back. I was eating that. You said you didn't like their cake, so I was doing you a favor. Well, if you don't respect the superiority of the lemon cake, then you don't deserve to eat any of their cakes. Fine. But only because I'm the only one who can beat them. But really, their chocolate cake is so amazing. Not gonna lie, I kinda wish I had gotten that instead. No, the coffee cake is great, but I just didn't realize I was craving chocolate until I had a bit into yours. Oh yeah, it's my favorite. Well, most of the time anyways. Apparently I have a particular strong craving for chocolate today. Really? You haven't? Oh my gosh, you're missing out. It's so good. Here, have a bite of mine. Good, right? The crumbly stuff on the top is so addictive, isn't it? I think it's cinnamon, brown sugar, and butter. You want to just share both of them? That way we can get the best of both worlds. I know, I know. Every time I say that, I think of the theme song too. I'm not trying to think about it or I'll get it stuck in my head. Then let's change the subject so we don't keep thinking about it. How's your week going? Uh-huh. Yeah, mine was about the same as ever. Work was good, but actually sucked. My neighbors had a party last night, so I was tired as hell. And my apartment's a mess because my vacuum broken. And I need to wait until I get paid to get a new one. But the worst part of it all was missing out on our movie night a few days ago, actually. Yeah, I had a date with the guy I met on, well, whichever dating app it was. But you know what? It was not worth it. It was absolutely not worth it. Nope. It was terrible. I kept trying to start a conversation with him, but he just kept giving me short answers I couldn't respond to. It was like the single driest, most boring conversation I have ever had. He refused to try to start up a conversation himself. Then, like halfway through the date, he went outside to take a phone call for 30 minutes. 30 goddamn minutes. Oh yeah, like I said before, it was bad. I ended up asking them for the check and leaving before he could come back in. I meant to text you about it, but I was so exhausted from carrying the weight of every single conversation I ended up collapsing in bed. I swear, I got the best sleep I had in months, just because I was so tired of how much of a workout that date was. Seriously, it was honestly awful. Just like the last, 30,000 dates I have been on. I know, right? I'm just going on dates trying to find somebody that I genuinely want to be with. And it seems like I can't find anyone looking for the same thing. I don't know. And it's not like I mind that we're looking for different things. Sometimes it's fun to go on a date with someone just for a fun night out. But now, I'm just kind of tired of it all, you know? Asking the hard-hitting questions now, huh? Oh yeah. It might have to do with something with all of that. It's just that everyone keeps asking me, do you have a special friend? And so, when are you going to introduce us to your special friend? I know, it sounds so stupid. A special friend. It's like a kid with a crush. And I think they're trying to be really subtle about it. But it might be the least subtle term I've ever heard. They might as well just say, do you have a friend that you kiss in a romantic way? But I guess that's not really catchy, is it? It does, and I can't convince them to stop. But the worst part about that is, even though it's annoying, I'm more annoyed at them for pointing it out than anything else. Because I do want to have someone like that in my life. But it's just, it hasn't worked out, you know? Everyone I've gone out with so far has been either not looking for a relationship, or someone I'm not compatible with, or yeah. Basically, it's only been that they're not looking for a relationship, or I'm not compatible with them. That's pretty much it. I mean, there are a couple of things, but it doesn't really matter. No, really, it's nothing important. I promise, it's something stupid. It really doesn't matter. Come on, it's really nothing, I swear. You're not gonna stop asking until I tell you, aren't you? I should have figured. You're way too stubborn to let anything like that go. Yeah, I'm calling you stubborn. Are you gonna try and deny it? Like I said, you're stubborn. Very stubborn, in fact. Yes, I'm trying to change the subject. Thank you for asking. What do you think I should try to change it to? Ah, fine. There's no avoiding it, is there? I was going to say the other reason that I couldn't find anyone that would be in a relationship with me because, you know, it's because they thought I already had a special friend, if you catch my drift. Oh god, I know. It's really not subtle at all. I don't even know why I said it like that. But I guess that's the only way to put it in this circumstance. Given how they were all talking about it. Apparently when I was talking to them about friends and hobbies, and what I do in my free time, they thought I was talking a bit too much about my friends. To be specific, they thought I was talking a lot about one of my friends. Or, as one of the dates put it, the friend I clearly have a crush on. Or, as one of my dates put it as, the friend I clearly have a crush on. He just wouldn't stop insinuating that it seems like I was trying to ignore my feelings, and it was super weird. Well, it was the date that I went on this week. He decided pretty quickly that I wasn't interested in him. Just because I mentioned that I liked hanging out with you more than anyone else. I mean, just because I prefer being around you more than anyone else, and had a crush on you for a while, doesn't mean that I am, you know. Well, yeah, you knew that, but we both have crushes on each other. But apparently my dates thought that we still did. Or at least I still did. It might actually not be that far-fetched, if you want to know the truth. Listen, there's something that I've been thinking about, and it's about time I get the nerve to tell you. So, like I told you, I've been looking for a deeper relationship for a while now. I want to actually be with someone a little while after I started going on these dates. One of them pointed out that I talk about you a lot. for someone who isn't romantically involved. At least, I kind of laughed it off. It seemed a bit silly after we had those crushes on each other for so long. But the more I started to think about it, the more I started to think about you and me and, well, us. I started to think about how we will get along and how much I like spending time with you. And then I started wondering, what would it be if we were to push our relationship a little further? At first, I just thought about hugging for a bit, longer than we usually do. Then I thought about holding you, like pulling you close during a movie night, and staying like that. Then I wondered how it would feel to kiss you, and to feel that connected to you. And ever since I started thinking about that, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. You've been on my mind constantly, and I honestly really like it. I like thinking about you like that. You know, in a romantic way. Feeling like this for you feels more natural than it ever did with any of those dates. And I went on, and I don't really want to feel like this for anyone else. I actually deleted all those apps because I didn't even want to think about dating anyone else. After that date this week, I knew that I couldn't find anyone I wanted to be with more than you. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I do have feelings for you. I have a crush on you. Again. Are you gonna say anything? Well, that's not what I was expecting. You're smiling at me. Like a real smile. Well, obviously I'm smiling. You're smiling at me like that. You're smiling at me like you're going to say that you want to date me too. So of course I'm gonna smile. Well, are you gonna say something or... Like what? What did you want to ask me? Like what? What did you want to ask me? Really? You're really gonna make me ask you that? Alright, fine. Will you, my dearest best friend, do me the honor of being my special friend? My God, that was probably the most least romantic way to ask somebody out ever. I can't believe you made me ask you that. Oh, yeah? And what are you gonna give me in return, huh? Now that's a trait I can get used to. But, I think we're gonna get some looks from everyone in here. Why don't we go for a walk in the park? And that way, we can sneak a few kisses on our date. Yeah, this is a date. What? Does going to a bakery then walking through a park not sound like a date? Exactly. Come on. Hold my hand and let's go on our date. Yeah, I want to hold your hand. I've got a crush on you. Holding your hand is the first thought I've had every single morning. Now give it here. Wait, one more thing. Yep, give me one more kiss, and then we can go on our date. Perfect. Now let's go on our date.